Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lily. We are a homeschool family of 5. I know I'm just by myself here right now, but I say we are 3 kids, me and my husband, and we are secular homeschoolers. So if you don't know what that means, because that was a term that was new to me this year, or last year I should say, it just means that we are not religious. We're not a religious family. I know there are people that use secular curriculum but are still religious, but we are just a secular family all around. So I didn't know it had a name, but that's what it is. We have been homeschooling our kids since the beginning. They are in 1st and 2nd grade this year, and next year obviously they'll be in like 2nd, 3rd grade in the homeschool community as well. We don't really formally stick to grade levels that closely. Sometimes our kids can be in different grade levels for different subjects, etc. My kids pretty much are on level, and I have the privilege of the kids being 1 grade apart, where it's really easy for me to combine their curriculum. So yeah, that's just a little background on me. So today's video I'm going to be showing you guys all of our curriculum picks for next year, for the 22-23 school year, for my 2nd and 3rd grader, and also a couple of things at the end on stuff I'm going to be using with my toddler. She's technically going to be a 3-year-old preschooler in October, so I definitely have her in mind for next year and have her own little space where we can do some formal learning, some school, you know, so she can start getting used to that, being a part of the stuff that her sisters do. She always wants to be a part of everything anyway, so I definitely am going to show you guys some stuff at the end that I picked up for her as well. So if you guys are interested in hearing all of our curriculum picks for next year, just go ahead and keep on watching. So I have everything here on the table. Let's see, let me show you guys all of this. So let's start out with the math first, because I'm not going to be taking every single one of these books out. I bought the Singapore Dimensions Math, which is what we're using this year, and I bought the 2 and the 3. I bought for the 2A, I got the Home Instructor's Guide instead of the school one. I didn't see these last year. I don't know if they are new. They don't have the instructor's guide in the level 3 yet, so I did pick up the teacher's guide, the regular teacher's guide. So just to kind of compare and show you guys. Okay, so this is the instructor's guide for the home instructor's one. So I do have the Singapore Math for level 2 instructor's guide because we're using it this year, and they didn't have, at least I didn't see that they had home instructor's guide. They only had the teacher's guide. So I do have the teacher's guide, but I really wanted to buy the home instructor's guide because I did have a hard time here and there, you know, kind of trying to modify the games and the activities and like a lot of the stuff in the teacher's guide. So I'm hoping these are a little bit better. They're a little thinner, smaller, obviously, than the teacher's guides. So I'm really excited. I love how each semester is a different color, so the kids really like that, having like a new book for the new semester and it's like a new color. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for math. The same math that we're doing this year. We're really happy with it. So the biggest change we're going to make to our curriculum is pretty much everything. I ended up purchasing Torchlight Curriculum Level 2, Logic and Legends. I printed this and found it myself. It is a secular curriculum. This is the first time we're using this kind of secular curriculum. We started out with the Good and the Beautiful, you know, evolved from that for sure. Now last year we did Blossom and Root. That was just a little we just need a little variety, I think, this year, and you know, if you've used Blossom and Root, it can get a little bit repetitive. This curriculum is literature, language arts, history, social studies, science, art and music, poetry, logic, and legends, and that's it. So the only thing we do right now with geography and history and science and they are going to be included in this curriculum. I'm still going to do our 50 states geography that we've been doing, our geography for our 50 states that we're doing this year. We barely started doing that in the beginning of this year 2022, so obviously we haven't gotten through 50 states yet. We do one state per week, and I'm going to continue to do that. So whatever geography gets sprinkled in with this and you know, all that, so we'll figure that out as we go. I still haven't planned on how exactly I'm going to do that yet, but we're definitely still going to be doing our geography with the 50 states. Along with this curriculum, it also gives you a materials list, a book list, and I obviously wanted to buy like every single one, but you know, I went in and I just got the ones that were starred. So the ones that were starred meant that we were going to be using them often, and I didn't want to have to keep like looking books up or checking books out if we're going to be using it all the time. So I figured that would be a good place for us to start, and then you know, as we go, I'll see if like the library has it, or like once I read through the curriculum a little bit more closely, I'll see what other books I would like to purchase. But for now, I'll show you guys the books that I got that are going to be the main books for the Logic and Legends. So the first one is Igraine the Brave, and then Lives of Musicians. They are going to be studying the orchestra in this curriculum. Medieval Projects. Super excited for that. Energy Power Labs. The kids already started reading in there. The No Nonsense Guide to Grammar. This Logic Land Puzzle. Two Truths and a Lie, and this one is the Histories and Mysteries. And then I also got the Two Truths and a Lie, It's Alive. So the Story of the Orchestra, Earth and Environment. At Writer's Toolbox, super excited to get the kids into writing. They really do enjoy writing, but now that they're gonna get in that level where I can actually like they'll have the patience to sit down and I can show them just how to really, you know, write out stories. It's gonna be really fun. Be Glad Your Nose is on Your Face. It is a thick boy. A City Through Time, from Ancient Colony to Vast Metropolis. A Child Through Time. This one looks so good. We already read a few pages in here. And When on Earth, History as You've Never Seen It Before. And let me say it again, this is a secular curriculum. This is a secular, I'm so excited. And we do speak Spanish. We are a bilingual household. So for Spanish, I picked up this book, this middle/high school Spanish book, just as a resource to help the kids understand Spanish, the Spanish language. And you know me, I'm gonna learn a lot too, a little bit better, and have them be a little bit more fluent. So I figured that, you know, this would be a good way to kind of start, give me some ideas on what we could do. And then also in the Torchlight curriculum, it says to supplement with some language arts if you want a little more language arts, just because it is literature and reading and all that. So I figured I would pick these up. I really like these books, 180 Days of Blank. They have so many different levels and types and all that. So I really like this. This will cover punctuation, parts of speech, spelling, patterns, conventional spelling, past, present, and future tenses, verb types, capitalization, sentence structure, conjunctions, and possessives for the 3rd grade. And then it's all the same for here, just obviously like the 2nd grade level. So got them those. And I am still gonna have the kids do morning work like they do now. And you know, as long as they are enjoying it and they actually like it, and it's a nice little way for them to start the school day on their own, because morning work is only independent work, stuff that they can do on their own. They've been doing cursive all year, but they haven't done it in this way where they will have each letter, just kind of like when they learned to do print. When I started them having do cursive, it was just words. It was like sentences, things like that, and they were just tracing, but they never really learned what like the S letter looks like in cursive, or the R, you know, things that look very different than the print form. So these looked perfect because they're, again, each letter and then words with that letter, you know, just like in print. So I got them each one of these, and I don't have the math because right now, let me show you, you're doing these for math, the 180 days math, but you know, obviously for this year, for first and second, and I thought I had picked up for next year, but yeah, they will also be using the math for morning work. So morning work is your journal, your cursive, your math, and 10 minutes of reading. So usually it's like a chapter. They'll read a chapter of whatever they're reading. So like I said, now that we're gonna be doing I got the language arts ones. Maybe they'll want to do these in the mornings depending on how they like them. So I'll just let them do that if that's what they want. And then I also picked up a new planner for next year. This is the A+ Homeschool Planner for up to 6 students. Plan, record, and celebrate each child's progress. So this looks really nice. Lots of room to write and to organize everything. And I almost forgot that I wanted to mention that we are going to be using the thesaurus and the dictionary a lot more next year. And especially when the kids ask me, what does this mean? I'll be like, go look in the dictionary. So, because you know that happens like 20,000 times a day. So right now we're actually using it when we do language arts, or in the morning. Sometimes when we barely sit down, I have a like book holder and it'll be open. And the night before, when I set up and I change the date and I do all that, I will change the page to a new page, and then we'll talk about those words on that page the next day. So we've been using the dictionary, and I've been kind of showing them how to use the dictionary. We do teach them. It's kind of, you know, similar to when you're at the library and you're looking for books and stuff. Yeah, and whatever else they might want to read. We have a lot of books that we haven't read yet, and a lot of topics that we haven't discussed yet. So I'm really excited for next year. Another book, sorry. Okay, last book. I'm also going to read this to them next year. I need to go through Torchlight a little more closely. I kind of took a little bit of a break from planning because I was busy doing these last 2 6-week stretches. These last like few weeks, this last like month or so, I kind of took a little breather, and now I'm going to start really reading the Torchlight, seeing what I'm going to need, because the Torchlight this is like just for me. So this is just like a planner, like you just open it up and it shows you what you're going to be doing for that week, what you'll need, all that. So obviously this would be perfect if, you know, we were perfect, you know, and we followed it perfectly. But I hope that the way it's structured is realistic for me. That way I'll just probably highlight or check mark as we go, like as we finish stuff, because I don't want to make it too complicated on myself. Like I kind of want to realize like, hey, they did it for you, you know, kind of take advantage of that. I'm really excited. I hope it takes a little bit of the stress off, and then everything is kind of gonna be going by that legends and logic. I think I keep saying logic and legends and logic kind of theme. Oh, I almost forgot. I like turned everything off, and and then I remembered I want to show these too. So I picked up some flashcards. I love flashcards. My kids love flashcards. We use them all the time in the car. We use them, you know, when we go to grandma's. Something easy to take, and you know, we can have some time away from screens. Also, you can do so many activities and games and stuff with flashcards. So I picked up some flashcards for Mavis. So these are going to be 3-letter words. So I'm going to start teaching her how to identify some words and read. And then these are number cards, 0 to 100. So definitely going to be using these with her next year. And then also I picked up some Spanish English flashcards. I want to use these for Spanish for us to, you know, switch things up and add some activities in between school time. i.e. get off screens, you know, kind of thing. It is incredibly, you know, very rudely hot in Arizona during the summer. So unless we're swimming, we're inside. So unless it's like very early in the morning, because eventually even at night when the sun goes down, it's still disgustingly hot. So flashcards. So I picked up the numbers, the basic sight words in Spanish, English, and then the colors, shapes, and more. And something else I'm going to be using with Mavis is this busy book. She uses it now, but obviously, you know, her attention span is not that great. So I am projecting that next year it'll be a little better, and I'll be able to like sit down. I'm going to make time to sit down and actually do this with her when we do our normal like school time. The only reason that I really don't is because there's not a lot of room in here. So sometimes when I have used this, these pieces get all over the place and they get under the chairs and run over by the wheels and all that. Hopefully I can make a little space for her and I to do a little school time, and we can use these more. So if you've never seen these before, it's like each page is a different activity to keep them busy, and they have Velcro and ta-da! Awesome. It says for ages 3 and up, but you know, Mavis is 2. So yeah, I'm really excited to do more stuff with her next year. So yeah, guys, that's everything for next year. My curriculum picks for next year for 2nd and 3rd grade. And Mavis is gonna turn 3 in October, so I'm gonna be soft preschooling her as well when we start our new school year at the end of July. So I'm really excited for that. We're gonna be kind of reorganizing ourselves. We're gonna be taking our office like area and stuff. My husband's gonna be working from home soon, and he needs like kind of like a shut the door kind of office. So we're gonna be kind of doing an office space in one of the rooms, and this space is gonna open up. I'm gonna get a big chair in here, and you know, probably some different shelving. And yeah, so I'm really excited, and you guys can probably catch the office organization kind of video on my other channel. I'll definitely vlog it for my other channel, and then maybe I'll vlog the schoolroom and how, you know, we kind of change it up over here on this channel. I think that'll work out really nicely. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you could please share my videos, and if you guys have any requests or questions, leave them down below, and follow me on my other social medias. And like I said, I have another channel, so just look down below for all of that stuff. And thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.